There's something about fairy tales that's very idyllic and whimsical. These narratives are so happy, and there's always a good ending. One story in particular is Red Riding Hood. With many alterations to the story, there is one specific narrative that hasn't been told. This is the tale of a young woman who had encountered her own version of the wolf, an unforgettable memory, an experience that should never be repeated. His eyes could glare and deceive people, his teeth that were sharp enough to pierce an innocent heart. She lost something that could never be recovered. What big eyes you have! There he was, lurking, amidst the crowd and the bright lights. They say eyes are the windows to one's soul, but he had none. He had a crowd surrounding him. They were amused by him. He said words of hurt, words of hatred, and she looked down at her red dress, and she felt embarrassed, not by his words, but of herself, her race, and her gender. What big ears you have! A towering figure leant over a small girl. She just needed to use the public bathroom, but it was being blocked. He saw the desperation in her eyes, looking at her up and down, with his ears open wide, listening to what the girl had to offer him. He smirked. The innocent girl, confused, offering the pittance in her pocket. He laughed, for what he wanted wasn't the pittance, but the humiliation on her face. What big teeth you have. She noticed them from a mile away. She was scared, but she had no reason to be until they started approaching her. And trusting her gut instinct, she decided to get up and run. And so she ran and ran, but they followed suit. Like hunting a small prey, she took a bet on her little legs to take her home. Her worries were irrational, but for many years they told her they weren't. Heavy breaths came to a halt. Protected by her sister and her mother's restaurant, she held her breath, and since hasn't learnt to let go. Red Riding Hood, a tale as old as time, holds unforgiving memories, stored in the far back of her brain. What's your version of Red Riding Hood?